in microphones and dot all of our i's and cross all our t's and everything. So I'll call this meeting with the Area Plat Committee to order for our August 21st meeting. I'm going to start with a roll call. Jared here. Is here. Bill is here. Lynn
here.
Here. Nick
here.
Is here, and Michael is here. 5 all here. And the first item will be approval of the minutes from August the 7th.
Move to approve.
I actually motion to amend the minutes.
Okay.
There is a correction needing to be made on Jane Murray's. It has that I seconded it. I believe Lynn did, just because I wasn't here. So,
Yep.
I will second those corrections.
Okay. So, minutes have been amended to put Lynn as the secondary person for the Jane Murray property. So with that correction, Jared has made a motion to approve.
Nick.
Oh, sorry,
Nick.
Nick.
I second.
I'm sorry. Let me back up then. Nick made a motion to approve, Jared made a motion to second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay, so 5-0. All right, got that out of the way. All right, so we'll start off with our first development plan, item 2509-16, Nottingham Township, Nathan R. Leapty and Double L Farms Incorporated request approval for a proposed CFO project, including 3 60 by 600 broiler chicken barns and 1 60 by 120 barn located at 10505 South 700 East -90 Geneva in Wells County, and it's currently zoned A1. So we have some plans if you want to share those down there. Tell us what you're doing.
Yep, good morning. I got Christian here from my office here also assisting me this morning, and I do have the owner's reps here, but yeah, like was said, yeah, we're doing 3 new 600-foot long buildings that will sheet drain kind of to the west into a detention pond, then release into a new tile that's going to be installed that goes across Mr. Leakty's field and then dumps into the Camp Run open drain. Gravel drive back to these buildings, obviously sitting way off the road to get our setback distance from there's the one house up there along the road to get that distance separation. There's a manure building, that's the back smaller building to the east that all these buildings will go into, and then they'll be working with IDEM on their spreading plan, I guess you could say. I believe Mike, we requested correct me if I'm wrong, a setback distance from property lines.
In regard, yeah, from 300 to 100.
300.
To pull it back to
away
from the home.
Yep.
So closer on the east line.
Yes, closer
To
to
get it
the
away
east
from-
line.
Yeah.
Get it away.
A house. And even though the properties are kind of common ownership, but they are separate parcels, are you going to do like an easement or some?
Yeah. So once these are constructed, they're looking to put the development into a different LLC.
Okay.
I'd like to do it at the same time, do an easement for this offsite,
for the
tile at the same time of that new parcel. If you guys are okay with that.
Yeah, so, and it is on both of their properties, not on anybody else.
Both properties owned by Nathan Leakty today.
Okay, yep. Yes.
The one piece of advice I'll give you, and this is from experience, you might want to wait until the tile's put in before you do the easement.
Oh, yeah.
That way it actually is where the tile is. The ditcher might come out there and put it in a little bit different
yeah.
place, and, yeah.
You would never have done that?
I No, actually, I tried to put one in a described easement, and it just wasn't hardly
Yeah,
possible.
this is the
So,
I believe we've submitted the plans to Lynn for erosion control review, and you're in the process of that. So the goal is to have her approval the same time as the plan commission would be sweet. So we can all be optimistic, right? That's pretty much all I have. Christian or I can entertain any questions.
how many birds?
Huh?
How many birds?
40,000 per barn.
So 120. That's the first question I stumped you, right?
Stump me. That's why they're here. That's a non-technical, I said, I will answer all technical questions. That's technical, but not technical.
Is there going to be any trees or vegetation around?
Yeah, there's on L 1.0,
It's wooded back.
we put a landscape on the south and
Should be the last page if not.
Yep,
I've got a
yep.
copy.
the west
you.
side.
What sheet is it?
L1.
Okay.
Do we have some flexibility on this, Mike, on how much landscape we do?
To comply with the points requirement, it's set that it has to surround the entirety
Okay.
of it. The one question is that they're banking on somebody else's woods for that one area. So if something, a clearing would happen there, you would have to come back and plan
Here, gotcha.
to maintain those points.
Okay.
You understand?
Yes.
Okay.
We would do that regardless of whether it's
Okay.
an expectation or not.
Okay, but yes, just to understand what
Yeah.
we'd be asking for there.
So on the barns, the exhaust fans, are they straight through, or are they out the sides? And if they're straight through, are they blowing into the woods on the east side? Is that the,
I believe there's cooling packs on the west end on the sides. And
Okay.
it pulls through, tunnel ventilates, and then vents out to the east.
exhaust out the
Yeah,
east,
to the east, that's our wood.
into the wooded area? Yeah.
That's their-
So that wood would not, it's owned by us, so we would,
Sure.
it wouldn't be clear.
Okay. Detention pond, dry detention, correct?
Yep.
Dry pond.
Try.
I know in the past, we've asked for some sort of close off or something for the detention basin in case there was a spill. Now, this is different because it's dry manure. Do we want to talk about that, or?
On your outlet structure, do you have an orifice plate or what? I didn't see it in there, but
I don't believe there's an orifice on it currently.
just,
It's just a-
just a.
Just the size that,
Yeah.
allowable,
What size is it? Is the first question.
12-inch.
12-inch, okay.
You talking like just a valve or a
It's a
plate?
gate valve that you can manually close. It's not, it would normally remain open,
Right.
but if you were to have some kind of a spill or whatever might happen, that could be closed. It's probably something to look at. And then IDIM may end up coming back with that requirement as you're going through that permitting anyway, so it may be something that you have to,
Okay.
you may have to do it for their requirements anyway, but like you say, it's dry manure with chickens, probably not going to become an issue anyway, but I don't know what a 12-inch like from agri-drain or I don't know what a 12-inch gate valve would actually be.
I don't think I have any other questions. Jared?
I think that's it. I was looking to see if agri-drain, if they had anything on their catalog online real quick. But I don't see it real quick, so.
Yeah,
We have the whole application with all the points. total.
Yes.
What-
Yep.
What are the points? total?
what are the points requests?
I don't remember what's needed and what's.
It's 220 points is what's needed.
220 is needed.
233. That's what they're proposing.
Okay.
Okay. Check with Susie on print timing.
Yep.
And then be good to go.
Thank you very much.
Have a good one. Hey, Nathan.
Okay.
Is there multiple copies of that one or just one?
There's multiple copies of it, yeah.
Let's see. All right, next up is staff review 25-08-06, Harrison Township, Bi-County Services, request approval for a proposed 35 by 35 pavilion. Property is located at 425 East Harrison Road, Bluffton, and is zoned I. You didn't have the last guy, what's his name? Say their name.
Good morning.
Yes.
Morning. Good morning.
Probably should officially state your name for the recording so everybody knows who you are.
We want to be official, for sure.
Got to do that on the first one. I just mentioned it.
My name is Mick Cup, and I'm the board chair of Bi-County. And Tim?
Tim Ramsey, President, CEO, Pike County.
Okay. What are we doing?
I don't know what, I got a big blueprint, but yours might be easy to look at. Let's see. How many, Jared, which direction? Oh, here's one there, yeah. On the one with the dark green on it.
C2.
Yep.
What had originally happened, our retention for the stormwater they originally drawn up that it would be along the sidewalk, going just a 90-degree angle, what we're showing here. And after talking with Tim and some of the people at Bi-County, we was afraid of a dangerous situation because whole thing is a playground. And then the retention pond was actually 3 foot deep, running right along that sidewalk. That could have been a big hazard.
Yeah.
So, working with Miller's, we kind of changed everything around. And then, as you can see, we put it along the north edge of the property. And by doing that, there's plenty of space. And we kept the elevation, it's still the capacity we need, but we kept the elevation a little smoother so it can be maintained, number one, by mowing. And number two, it's not that dangerous 3 foot drop. So it's a change from the kind of original plan. That's the only reason we changed it, because of the hazard we've seen it might come up.
And I know I had spoken with one of the engineers at Miller.
Yeah.
And
Christian.
I think it was Christian. I think they're gonna put like an under drain through the pond. The release rate was so small that rather than have a open
Yeah,
outlet with a 2-inch orifice that would get
Yep.
plugged up with a pop bottle,
it would.
they're gonna put a
Under drain.
under drain,
Go through it.
and it'll just go through that.
That's right.
So, little different than what we're typically used to with a open outlet, but
And right now, that current area now is just yard.
Yep.
And the ball field is just south of that little way, so it won't, and Tim, you can speak, it won't hurt any of our clientele.
interfere with anything
And that's
Yeah.
the most, our clientele is what we're worried about.
Right.
And the reason why we're doing detention is because the main facility, the main park, goes into an underground system that's in the parking lot. They had done a project after that used the one-time exemption, which was expanding some of their parking lot to the south. So this one, instead of tearing up the parking lot and putting in more capacity, it made more sense to go out here in the yard. And then in the future, this could be expanded if other things would be added out there. We did get city staff sign off, so we have that. The only note is that, just to note, to make sure that you have a concrete washout when the project's going on. It's just not on the plan, so just make sure.
For the concrete trucks.
Oh,
that
yeah.
They have a.
They
have
can't just wash out like they
On
used
the-
to.
Like they used to.
They either have to put it in a bag or they have to,
Yeah,
Or Tim's car. Doesn't really matter.
whatever.
yeah.
Can't just be out in the driveway like it used to
Yeah.
for the last 100 years.
Otherwise, they had no conversations. That it is kind of a unique setup where the water will go over the top of a storm line and then back to it. It's sure during when it's being constructed to make sure everything that the existing storm drain is protected in the process.
That's probably what, 460, whatever?
It's fairly deep, so yeah, it's like hopefully it won't be in any way an issue, but yeah, just to note how that'll work.
That's all I have.
Don't have anything else, so at this point, we'll just be awaiting state design release and then we'll be ready for permits. Okay. So, excellent.
Okay,
Thank
thank
you.
you.
Thank you, guys.
I think I've been around. Remind me to say something.
Okay.
All right, no minor subdivisions, no ponds, so we're moving on to the next page. Some additions.
Lots of them, it looks like.
Yeah, we got lots.
Yeah, I gotta
Yeah.
turn my pages here. 2025-086, KVS LLC at 2170 Commerce Drive, an addition.
Yeah. So they're adding ground from the east side of what is Indiana Physical Therapy to the pie shaped, pizza shaped slice property there.
Move to approve.
Okay, approved by Jared.
I'll second.
Mike seconds. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay, 5-0. Next step is number 2025-087, Leah Burgess, 428 West Townley, Bluffton, combined.
So combining two partial lots together.
Move to approve.
Second.
Motion to approve by Nick, second by Jared. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay, that one passed 5-0. Next up is number 88, David and Carolyn Schaefer.
Yep. And this will
And
be
this 89
and
also?
89
And
as
89,
well.
okay.
Yeah.
Horse track. Schaefer Heritage Farm.
Amish racetrack.
You've been out there when they're racing?
Yeah.
I-
So
I've been
they're
to the race.
so they're combining
Wow.
two parcels together, and then splitting back off the old home site, which is on
The green green.
300, which is the green segment there.
Okay.
And then
Is that-
later on, the other part will probably get added to the property to the east, but that's not happening right now. So,
So is this tract in a separate parcel?
yes,
Okay.
that is a completely different owner. There's 2 parcels there,
Okay.
2 homes. I would make a motion to approve
Okay.
88 and 99.
Second.
Motion to approve both of those by Mike and seconded by Lynn. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
5-0 on both. Next, just 3, next 3, number 2025-90, 91 and 92, Catherine R. Gilbert Trust. We've got a two minor subdivisions and an addition.
Okay. So the first minor subdivision, this one, the 5.22, that is the red box showing it is,
Part of the old Lost Lake and
yeah, there's the water segment there.
This is not,
It shows all of that meeting requirements. And then the blue segment is the second minor subdivision. Initially, it is smaller than the 2-acre requirement, but once you add the pond onto it, then it's over that. So just to understand that we're approving minor subdivision and then
And
directly
addition.
adding it. They're happening together in legal time, just not,
okay.
they're coming off of 2 different parcels.
And this is totally irrelevant to this. It appears up on the old farm, where the farm buildings are, there's another little box there. Is there something else
Yellow?
chopped out there? Or is that just
Little box.
there's a little yellow
Right there.
square around?
Oh, a lease.
Oh, I'm sorry, right there, yeah.
It's a lease parcel.
Okay,
Yeah,
Okay.
we used to
Oh.
do that
okay.
years ago, and
Oh.
now we don't.
Somebody
But
leased it, like
yes,
there's a couple
A
bins.
barn, yeah, a
couple
barn
bins there,
or
I
something
think.
that was leased, and they gave
Okay.
it a parcel number.
Okay.
That's nice, but,
Interesting,
yeah.
okay.
Say kind of irrelevant to this,
Yeah.
but
What's going on up there?
I would
Yes.
move to approve all 3 petitions with the understanding that the addition will happen to make the acreage above 2 acres for the one minor subdivision.
I'll second that.
All right. Motion by Jared for all 3 with the condition that those be combined at the same time. And second by Nick. All those in favor say aye.
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 3 times. Aye, aye, aye. Okay, turn the page. There's nothing else
Yep.
on there.
Yep.
I think this is only like the 3rd or 4th time in the 10 years I've been on plat committee I see you drinking water. It's like Mountain Dew or something.
Mountain Dew was about 10 years ago that I quit drinking. That was normally Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Pepper.
Is there any official discussion for the, on record, or?
Just note that we did, today we posted on the website the draft solar ordinance amendments, with both options, one without and one with the grandfathering statement. So those are out for public consumption now. Beyond that, don't have
On the
any-
website, okay.
Don't have anything else.
So I have a couple questions,
Yeah.
I guess, maybe a question about that. So what currently, and without getting into the book and looking it up myself, so adjacent property that's not a residential property, just farm ground, what is the current setback from those?
From a large,
Like from if you got 2 80-acre farms, one is part of the project, one's not.
yeah,
What is the setback from that?
Residences.
I'm not sure off the top of my head.
I mean, is it like 20 feet or is it like 100 feet or
It's
something?
like 100 feet. It's a,
Okay.
it's a bigger number.
It is a bigger number than our
Yes.
standard setback.
Correct. Yes, it is
Okay.
correct.
And currently, the setback from a residential property is 400.
That is correct.
Okay.
Is what?
400
To a house.
to a house.
So I don't know specifically how our ordinance is worded as far as the tree line goes, but I've noticed driving around in Randolph, Jay County areas, there was one where the setback was, I don't know, maybe 100 feet, and then they had the fence, and the trees were right by the fence. And there was another spot where the tree line was right by the road. That was much more effective blocking it, having the trees up by the road, even though because you couldn't, I mean, you couldn't even tell that there was anything back there.
All you can see is trees.
Yeah, you couldn't even see off, oh, there's a tree and there's a fence back there.
No.
With the tree line closer to the property line or the fence, it blocked that whole view back there, and you couldn't even tell there was, I'm thinking, oh, that's much more effective, rather than having the trees back there right by the fence 100 feet off the road. So that was just, I don't know, that was just my observation.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. Ours would, by definition, would be up against the fence or anywhere that they would want to put them
okay.
to comply.
But it could be out.
It could,
out
yeah.
at the-
Yeah, it
And
could
then
be at
that's-
the road if it was more effective.
Yeah, and so
And
that's the
or it
other
could
thing,
be at
some of
the-
them, yeah,
yeah.
because their fences were right by the panels, and instead, they could have had the fence out by the road, so I guess,
Well, the fence would not, the fence would be up against the panels,
okay.
but the location of any buffer.
Would they have the fence further away up by the road? And have that
Probably
set
not,
back to
because
the
I
fence?
think they're hoping to use, I think there's a requirement that they have to do for
Oh.
fencing the project in.
Okay, has to be within.
It's, yeah.
It's like, I was just wondering, like a national
Yeah,
electric
yeah,
code.
Right,
that-
okay. Yeah.
these areas have to have
You
fencing.
can't just have like a whole
They
field
have to have
fenced in on
fencing,
the
and
outside. and-
fencing, there has to be certain
Okay.
signage and
Right,
stuff
okay.
like that.
Okay, I was just curious about that.
For the same reason, if you go by the substation, they have to have
Mhm.
fencing, and then that fencing has signs on it. and-
Right,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah,
So,
Just curious.
I guess there's the Plan A and Plan B that's
yep,
one grandfathered, one not.
yep.
Is there, or could there be a Plan C that maybe some minor tweaks to
Yeah. And I think
the
that's
rules that would apply to the one that is grandfathered in? Or is it they're grandfathered in as the rules they are today, or is there any,
I still believe that there is a chance to tweak that
okay,
within.
I guess,
Yeah,
what I'm thinking is, if we wanted to make setbacks farther from houses,
mhm,
not from every other thing
Yeah.
that there is to make a setback from, but from houses, and if there's a cornfield,
yep,
you know, does it really matter if it's 20 feet away?
yep,
That we'd have to be flexible that, okay, you gain ground over here that you can put panels on,
Yeah.
but here's these other out-of-bounds
Mm-hmm.
areas. Is that worth having that discussion? I mean, and is it gonna be just specific to one project that is not?
No, I mean, I think, well, you could have that. So, in the draft that has the grandfather status in it, the development requirements are staying in the document.
Okay.
So
we could change
yes,
those a
you could
little bit.
change those a little bit in that draft.
Okay.
The one that it doesn't have any grandfathering status is also removing the requirements of said.
Because it's just gonna take
It's
all the
like-
requirements out because
yeah,
they're not
correct.
allowed at that.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
But either way, there is a chance to just be like, okay, we're not doing this, and we're going to look at that and do a third option. We just haven't drafted anything.
I don't think we're gonna go down the path of, this is just my opinion, but I don't think we're gonna go down the path of just changing the rules
without
without,
doing any of the
without a
other parts.
ban somewhere.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't think
yeah.
that's gonna be,
Yeah,
I don't think that's gonna be an option.
but there is a chance in that one draft to add things to,
Within that.
yeah, to amend parts of the,
Is that something that you wanna work on between now and then, or?
yeah, I don't have a problem working on it. We just don't have what to change. I mean, other than just putting it out there and started writing numbers, I mean, we could.
And I don't know the number to use.
Mhm.
If you say 1,000 feet, somebody will say it should be a quarter of a mile. And if
Yeah.
you say a quarter of a mile, they'll say it should be a half a mile,
Yeah.
or whatever. But if there's gonna be one that's grandfathered in and there's
I mean, the only way to really, like, mathematically speak, I mean, could, like, oh, well, if we give you twice the residential setback and we reduce this number, the buildable acreage is the same.
Right.
We could play around with that in a proposed project.
We only have one really proposed
Well,
project.
like, so we could use their lease boundary and say impacts and how much of it is,
I think
if the
that's-
acreage change or something like that.
I think that's worth looking at.
Okay.
And I think it's worth looking at.
Okay.
And I don't know if you, okay, it's a 100-foot setback now and you go to 50, does that make up enough acres for round houses to make it a quarter of a
Yes,
mile?
yeah,
Maybe it's 20. I mean, our standard setback for everything else is 20. So I think I would be comfortable if you went down to that. I think with roadways, do you need to go, say, 50 feet from this? What would the standard would be, like 70 feet from the center line of the road, correct?
60 from the center. If for like any building,
Right.
so if we went with that versus another number, that, yeah, every building would have to be 60 feet off the center of the road, unless if it is a higher class road.
So if you got 60, you'd have 30-foot potential right-of-way.
Yep,
Another 30 feet,
yep,
which would be enough room.
Are they allowed to plant trees in that area?
yes.
Not within
Not
the
within the
right-of-way.
right-of way, but within everything else.
Within that setback,
Yeah,
within that
about
other
the
30
the other
foot.
30 feet.
Okay.
Would that be consistent with what you saw? How close were the trees to the road?
I'd probably say 30 feet, well, yeah.
It wasn't like they were like shoved
No,
up.
no,
like
no,
there
they
wasn't
were right
any-
up by the ditch, so
Like
they
there
were
wasn't any
probably,
clear span
no,
area.
I'm saying probably, I'm trying to think.
Because I don't think we would want to cause a.
Well, I would say maybe 30, I wouldn't say any, probably no closer than 30 feet. Maybe around 30 feet, so with that,
I guess what I'm thinking is, there's a clear zone for like.
Yes,
For,
Yeah.
well, for power poles.
yes,
They're gonna be at 28 feet.
yeah,
Theoretically,
correct,
2 foot
yeah.
inside the right of way. But you've got to stay some distance away from those so that stuff doesn't grow into the power lines.
Yeah, correct.
So you're going to want to be another 20 feet away from that.
so the other thing I'm thinking is that area, if you didn't have trees in it, it could be farmed then, couldn't it?
Sure. Yes.
So I don't know if you want a line of trees going right through the middle of that area that could be potentially farmed.
Yeah.
You'd be farming on both sides
Well,
of it.
I'm just thinking you might give a more usable area, and it's kind of specific to one project, if it's going to get grandfathered in.
Yeah.
You're giving them a little more usable area. Yeah, they're not going to be able to farm around the edges of it, but it gives them a little more usable area. That you could keep it farther away from houses. That's going to
Yeah.
be the area that gets farmed, probably.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
These,
Around those
the-
houses.
Right,
yeah,
yeah,
correct.
that's
Group.
bigger.
And they're probably not going to, like, they're going to want to make a fence that's an arc and all that.
Yeah,
They're going to square it off,
yeah,
I would
And
think.
Correct.
I do
Yeah,
like
no,
the
they're
idea,
different.
I also do like the idea that the development that's been proposed here, they're gonna use standard ag size fences and not the tall, isn't that correct? Or do they have?
They were going to use ag-style fencing, I don't know what the height was on it, instead of like chain link fence.
Right.
I do know that.
Yeah, I think that would
Yeah.
look better.
But I don't know if it's the
I know, do they still have to have it so high
I don't
to,
know.
for that?
yes, I'm sure there's a
requirement or
height
not?
requirement that it says that he has. to
Even if
be.
that was 6 feet high, that would look better than the chain link fence.
Yeah.
I agree. Or if they use black chain link.
Or less noticeable, yeah.
It's amazing what.
That's one of the most
says.
noticeable parts about it is the chain link fence, like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
What is that back
It's a
there?
lot.
It's funny with like a chicken pen,
Yeah.
with hardware cloth on there, you can't hardly see in it.
Yeah.
You paint it black,
Mhm.
you can see right through it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the fence just
Yeah.
disappears. It's
Yep.
weird how that works, but.
Absolutely, I've noticed that too.
Might as well put a flag out there and say, hey, it's here.
Yeah, then they'd have to put orange lines on it so people know that it's there.
I guess if you want to work on kind of that
I
option
can,
C
yeah,
and see
take a look at it and see what that looks like.
if there's one that's going to get grandfathered in, can we make it better?
Mhm.
Now, it's still the if that one gets grandfathered in, but if it is, can we make it better?
Yeah. We'll play with the,
And
play around with it a little bit and see if it's something, if there
just-
is a package.
just my thoughts, I
Mhm.
guess.
Yeah. I don't have anything else.
All right, we will officially adjourn it.